The first night in prison, I didn't sleep. Not because the cell was cold or the mattress was thin, though it was, but because my mind wouldn't stop screaming. This is who you are now. A criminal, a failure, forgotten. No one tells you what it's like to fall from grace when you read the one who built the illusion of having it all together. Before prison, I was respected. I had a career, a wife, 2 beautiful kids, and a reputation I worked hard to protect. But pride is a slow poison. It convinces you that secrets can stay buried, that compromises are justified, that no one will find out. I was wrong. Fraud. That was the charge. I'd been falsifying financial records at work just enough to cover debts, then to maintain appearances. Eventually, I convinced myself I wasn't stealing. I was protecting what I built. But the truth always comes out. Court, sentencing, mugshot, handcuffs. I watched my wife cry as they led me away. That image still haunts me. The shame was unbearable. The guilt, suffocating. I didn't just break the law, I broke trust. I broke hearts. I broke myself. The first few weeks inside, I barely spoke. One avoided chapel. I avoided people. I avoided God. After all, I thought, why would he want someone like me? Then one day, I found a Bible in the prison library. I wasn't looking for answers, I was just tired of the noise in my head. I flipped through pages until I landed in Psalm 51. I'd never read it before, but that day, the words wrecked me. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your unfailing love. According to your great compassion, blot out my transgressions. Psalm 51:1. Blot out my transgressions. David wrote that after his own fall, adultery, deception, and murder. And yet, he had the boldness to ask for mercy. That night, for the first time in months, I dropped to my knees on the concrete floor and prayed not to be released early, not to get my life back, but to be forgiven. God, I don't deserve it, but if you can blot out David's sin, maybe you can forgive mine too. I cried until there were no tears left, and somewhere in the stillness, I felt something I didn't expect: peace, not relief, not escape, but a whisper that said, you are not beyond redemption. That was the beginning. I started going to chapel. I joined a Bible study. I asked hard questions, confessed ugly truths, and slowly began to understand the grace I'd heard about all my life but never truly received. Grace isn't God looking the other way. It's God looking right at you, in the middle of your worst moment, and saying, I still love you. I still want you. I can still use you. The chaplain once told me, Jesus didn't die for perfect men, he died for prisoners like you, like me. Over time, I began to change, not because I was trying to earn forgiveness, but because I finally understood I had already been given it. I wrote letters to my wife and kids. At first, they went unanswered. I didn't blame them. I prayed for them every night. I asked God not just to restore what was lost, but to heal what was broken. 2 years in, I got a letter back from my wife. It was short, honest, painful, but at the end, she wrote, we're not ready, but we're praying too. When my sentence ended, I walked out of those gates a different man, not because I was perfect, but because I knew who had walked with me in the darkest valley. I got involved in a prison ministry not long after. I now speak to men who sit where I once sat, guilty, angry, ashamed, and I tell them what someone once told me. You are more than your record, more than your failure, more than your worst day. Jesus already paid the price, you just have to accept it. Today, I work a simple job. I live in a small apartment. My wife and I are taking slow steps toward reconciliation. My kids are learning to trust again. And every morning, I wake up and read Psalm 51, because I never want to forget what he has done for me. Maybe you're reading this and think, you don't know what I've done. And maybe I don't, but I know what Jesus did. He didn't come to shame you, he came to save you. He didn't come for the clean, he came for the broken. And no matter what your record says, his blood speaks a better word. Forgiven. Share and comment this if you believe God still writes the best stories.